period, her father, a famous educationist in the Republic years that followed. She was one of 4 daughters, all of whom were to surpass the reputation of their father in circles of the literati. All 4 of the young women were accomplished in the skills ladies from wealthy families were supposed to possess: chess, playing musical instruments, painting and writing calligraphy, and all of them married successful people. Gu Chuanjie, a member of the Chuan generation, linguistic expert Zhou Youguang, famous writer Shen Tongwen, and Hans H. Franke, the German-American sinologist. Zhang Chonghe's father, Zhang Jiyo, was a close friend of Tai Yuanpei and Wu Mei, both of whom spared no effort in promoting Kunqu. It was only natural then that all 4 of Zhang's daughters inherited from their father a love of Kunqu. Zhang had himself learnt Kunqu from Shen Chuanzhi, another member of the Chuan generation.
当时到美国来，有时候就是一个人在演示，但是没有人吹笛子。那我自己吹到 recording 卡拉 OK， 是这样的，只有一个笛子。我到美国来，我带我自己的戏装，因为我们有成套戏装细箱的。我姐姐他们说你要带都行，我说我带不了，我自己很多好东西带，就带随身几件。
你配起来嘛，청和。
对呀，
配起来不是刚好吗？
对，好。
这全部都是可以看到。
怎么样？我脸上不行。
没关系，不知道你的这个东西。
戴眼镜。
弄一个字，弄一个字，眼镜拿掉。然后做一个姿势。
梦回他是吧？
他一个出场了，是这样的吧？
对，梦回，梦回音。
After she arrived in the US in 1948 together with her husband, Zhang Chonghe lectured on Kunqu in 23 American, Canadian, French, Hong Kong and Taiwan universities. She is now 94 years old, yet even after so many years living in the US, her love of Kunqu is as strong as ever. While she was still in China before 1948, she performed on stage in Chongqing with a number of members of the Chuan generation. Later, these Kunqu performers lost contact with one another. But in 2002, when Zhang Chonghe returned to China for a visit, she met up with her old friend, Ni Chuanyue.
我跟张楚河在2002年张楚河93岁啊，这个。
This is a videotape of Ni Chuanyue teaching Li Baochuan from Taiwan. He was teaching the performer a work entitled Indirect Tongue Lash on Tao Tao.
北大儿是因君而好。
Ni Chuanyue had learnt the drama many years before in Wu Mu Garden in Suzhou, and the drama had been burned into his mind. After 1957, Ni Chuanyue taught at the Shanghai Opera School and school attached to the Jiangsu Kunqu troupe. Many students benefited from his tutoring.
1到5的，1到7的，是不是？啊。
这是一单的，这是双的。就是花一点，我练的时候我们就这样。
The Chuan generation failed to revitalize Kunqu opera. Yet they did perform an important historical mission. They nurtured the art of Kunqu through its most difficult time, just by learning it. It's thanks to them that Kunqu opera has survived until the present day.
Today, all the students in major Kunqu troupes nationwide are students of the Chuan generation. And it is with this new generation that high hopes for Kunqu continue.
我不是非常赞成叫昆曲归来，他也没有离开过，他其实也一直在，就是一直在，只是有的时候比较热闹一点，有的时候比较安静一点。
By 1956, New China was 7 years old and everyone was busy with socialist construction. But with a new government initiative called 100 Flowers to Bloom, Kunqu was presented with a golden opportunity to rise again. A year before, in 1955, drama performer Yuan Muzhi and writer Ding Ling had met by chance in Hangzhou, and together they had watched a traditional opera performed by the Guofeng Kunqu troupe. But although they were delighted by the performance, they had been dismayed to learn that this troupe, the only professional Kunqu group still in operation anywhere in the country, was about to disband due to financial problems. The principal performers of the troupe, Zhou Chuanying and Wang Chuansong, were part of Kunqu's Chuan generation. Yuan Muzhi and Ding Ling immediately approached the authorities in Beijing about the troupe's dire situation, and it was then that the golden opportunity arrived. The troupe was summoned to Beijing to stage a revised version of the classic music drama 15 Strings of Cash.
1956年，浙江的一些同志做了一件非常好的事情，就是把《十五贯》这一个昆曲剧本啊，加上整理改造、改编成功以后的《十五贯》，在内容上、在艺术上，都是很不错的。
老兄，你曾这故事是相分什么事呢？
This is footage from the film of the new version of this old Kunqu opera shot in 1956.
内容很积极，里头写着3个官僚对待这一桩冤案的不同态度。这个剧本也压缩了，1个晚会就可以演完的。
待朝廷一到2日，就说天亮，地要
Before the film was shot, on April the 10th, 1956, the troupe presented 15 Strings of Cash on stage at Beijing's Guanghe Theatre.
演得非常非常好，全上台上去了。上台上去就说祝贺吧，我们特别高兴。
这个梅先生啊、欧阳予先生啦、平海老啊，什么都来看了，看了都感觉到这是个好戏。
毛主席看了，看后站起来鼓掌，说是好戏，好戏，好戏。
可以提倡调查研究，反对官僚主义，这多么好啊！
总理说好戏，还要演，你们还要演。这一说呢，配合政治，报纸一说，哦，买不上票，买不上票了。
From Zhejiang to Beijing, from Guanghe Theatre to Zhongnanhai, where the central government was located, 15 Strings of Cash won acclaim and gained considerable attention from the party and government leaders. On May the 18th, 1956, the People's Daily published an editorial under the title A Single Drama That Saved an Opera Form from Extinction. This article heralded a new phase in the evolution of Kunqu.
"1956 was one of the most important years in all of Kunqu's 6 centuries of history. Following the staging of the musical drama 15 Strings of Cash in the capital, Kunqu troops were established in Beijing, Jiangsu, Hunan and Shanghai. There were even amateur groups springing up in Beijing and Shanghai, while in Baoding and Tianjin, Kunqu schools were established to train young performers. Kunqu seemed to be entering a new golden age. And thank you for staying with us on today's New Frontiers. Tune in again next time when we'll bring you the last part of our story about the history and development of Kunqu opera. I'm Qi Xiangjun from CCTV International. See you next time.